constantly ask me on the program, how do I join an outlaw motorcycle club? I've gotten message after message. How do I actually meet the members so I could join the club? This is something that I want to do, and it always bugged me out. Like, if you don't even know the members, how do you know if you want to be down with this outlaw motorcycle club? Well, today we're going to talk about how you actually meet 1%ers in real life and if it's really what you want. Let's get into it. Big shout to the ghosts and the ghost sets. Welcome to Demons Row TV, the holy grail of MC culture, where we cover everything motorcycle and motorcycle club involved. I'm Sos the Ghost. I'm your host for the evening, and I recently got an email from someone that watches the show, and he was saying, I live in Texas. The club out here that I really respect is the Banditos. They're the ones that have a lot of the control and the ones that you see out here a lot. And I would love to be part of this club, but I don't know where to meet them. I've never seen them in the town that I live in. That type of story. And I've heard this about so many different type of clubs throughout the years. The Pagans, the Mongols, the Vagos, the Hells Angels. People are fans of clubs or really take a liking to a club when they see the patch set up and the whole lifestyle and they want to be a part of it. And I always found it weird, like, how do you know if you really want to be in this club just off the look of it, just because you like the way the patches look? And a lot of people do join clubs for this reason, but you don't know the members of that club. So how do you know that you're even gonna like these members? But let's talk about the ways that you could realistically meet 1%ers if you want to join a legendary club and this is a goal of yours. First things first, you have to look at yourself in the mirror. What bike are you riding? What is your makeup? Are you built for this type of motorcycle club? Because there's clubs for everyone. What do you presently ride? Do you have the type of bike that if you rode with them right now, you could fit right in that club day one? Think about stuff like that. So let's say you don't know anybody in the culture and your target is to join this club. The first key to unlock this is if you don't know anybody that even knows a member of a club, you don't ride enough to be in a club. So you have to consider that. You need some years under your belt riding around, getting familiar with the area, because if you're going to bike events and you're going to club events or anything, you're gonna see people there. So if you're not riding enough to even know who clubs are, that's the first problem. You have to get on that bike and start going to events. So the person that emailed me about the Banditos told me that he actually went up to them and told them, like, how could he be a member of the club? You never want to do that. And what happened? They looked at him like he just started the police academy, obviously, because why would you just come up to them and say that? This is something that someone who's not in the culture doesn't understand, though. And a little disclaimer, because I know there's going to be people that jump in the comments and they're probably going to say something like, Sos, you were in the outlaw motorcycle club for years. You sat down with Mongol members, Vago members. You got so many people that you've dealt with, Chosen Few, Thunder Guards, all these clubs. You know everybody. Why are you giving these keys to people that are going to use it? The feds are going to use it. The ATF is going to use it. I'm going to tell you right now, anything that I've ever spoke about on this show, the ATF or the feds, they don't need my info. You know where they'll get it from? Right from the club itself, when they bag one of their members and tell them, we're going to give you this amount of years, so you're going to tell us everything about your club. The truth is, the feds and the ATF know more about these clubs than themselves. The feds and the ATF got presidents and sergeant of arms that are actually police. So please don't tell me in the comments how something I'm saying on YouTube somehow teaches the feds something they don't know. They know everything. And let's just say it how it is. This is not going to be a quick process. This isn't going to be a couple of months and you're in there. And let me not say that, because in this day and age, there are a lot of clubs that give out cuts like underwear. If you got a couple $100, they will take you in seconds. If you got 4 other people with you, they will open a chapter of the biggest club you ever heard of if there's nobody in that area. This is just the facts. In a lot of clubs, not all clubs, but most clubs will take you very fast. But I'm talking about the elite clubs that you really got to put your work in to get down with. The first thing I would say, if you're straight up new to the game, go to bike events. If you don't have friends that actually ride, that's the first thing you got to do. Start going to bike events, look online, see whatever you can find, ride with other people in the neighborhood. If you ride a lot, you start meeting other people that ride. You start finding about little local events. Little by little, you start knowing people, you ride with them. Oh yeah, let's go out Saturday. Then you start meeting more people. Then you can go to club events. That's where you're going to start rubbing elbows with some of the diamond clubs, dependent. But some circuits, you don't see too many diamond clubs, a lot of 99. But that world is better because this is where you learn the game. And what you do is, if you have a goal in mind for this certain diamond club, when you have these relationships with them, if they start trying to recruit you, what you do is say, listen, I don't know if I really want to join the club. I want to learn more about it. And you just hang around. You go ride with them, you go to events with them, but you never join the club. This is how you get in front of the diamonds, because a lot of the 99s, they go to these diamonds events to show love and get that favor, especially if they got blessed by them. So this is how you start rubbing the elbows, and they see you around. If they like you, they'll approach you. Biker bars is another one. If you know that this club is local and they frequent a certain bar, be careful, but go to that bar, hang out over there, make acquaintances. Don't be too pushy. Don't go up to nobody asking them questions about anything about the club, and never go up to an MC member and say, how do I get down with your club? Do not do it. They're going to think you're a police officer. You want them to like you and then ask you to be down with the club. So you make yourself that person that they would want to be in the club. You move like a stand-up G, and every time you see them, you nod, you give them the respect, but you don't look like you're a fan. You look like you're somebody that is someone that moves with respect. So if you're rubbing elbows long enough, sooner or later, one of them will come up to you and be like, listen, why don't you come ride with us? We have an event this weekend. Come pull up. When they start talking to you like that, you become a friend of the club, and then that's how you start getting on that track. Other clubs, you might have to get in a support club because they don't play at all. There's no going straight to the club. You got to get in their minor league system and learn about the game for a couple years, and that's the route. So you have to know, if this is what you really want, understand that it's a process. It won't be fast unless you know people. When I got in, I knew people that were in the club already, but I was in the 99 for years. I knew how to ride. I knew about club life. So it was a different transition for me. So I think support clubs are great. A lot of people talk bad about support clubs, call them puppet clubs. I don't like to refer to it that way because a lot of support clubs are heavy hitters if you really know about how these streets work. So let me know in the comments any questions that you have further about that, and let me know stories about how you met your club. If you were in this situation yourself where you didn't know people, what's your beginning origin story? How did you first meet your club? And once you hit that level and they come to you and you hang around and you're about to prospect, I got another video where I talk about the 8 things every prospect should know. It'll be linked above. And thank you for tuning in to Demons Row TV, the holy grail of MC culture. Like, subscribe, and comment. And oh yeah, we ghosting, baby.